Well, Steffi senses when she has to attack, even more than usual. Gabby had played really assertive ground strokes in the previous point.
Graf wants to dominate and she wants to play the perfect match. She's not quite doing it at the moment. She's still uneasy. Sabatini 3-2. This performance by Sabatini, she deserves great credit for this when you consider that for 2.5 years she'd become so stodgy that she didn't win a tournament. That was until the Madison Square Garden, the Virginia Slims Championship at the end of last year. She won that, and then there were great hopes for her. So Juan Nunez certainly revitalized Sabatini, who serves here, set down 3-2 up with a break.
Well, it's this shot that sets it up, but just have a look.
For the moment, Graf has lost her controlling interest in this match. She's having to respond.
Well, that's 4 double faults, but really high percentage of first serves in play. That's why Gabby's so well into this match.
It's 4-2 Sabatini, the second set. Graf 1 set to love, and I suppose the question is now whether Sabatini has the depth of will to sustain the type of play she's managed so far very well indeed. Whether Graf will react to this negatively or positively in this service game here, I would have thought might give us a very good idea.
Wow, so far pretty positively. I've never seen a shorter bouncing slice serve in the deuce court. What an ace.
Not so quick now. There's a lot of thought going on here. Two battles, I think. One with herself, with whatever it is bothering her, and the other with a very sharp opponent.
Well, that's unforced error number 29, and Steffi's been averaging 18 a match up until this point. Had 25 against Kutzer, though.
Her unease becomes more and more evident. When she starts to miss a cascade of forehands like this, then you know there's something wrong. Sabatini should feed off this.
Well, the test is, can Steffi do that kind of aggressive play, not only when she's down love 30 or love 40, but can she do it when the score becomes close in the games? Big money maker, wide then wide again.
Hazardous moments in that game for Graf. In the end, her nerve held, and she closes the gap to 4-3. Well, this is certainly not Graf dominating this match when you consider that she's set up. She's 3-4 down. We don't think we agree with the big scoreboard up there, so she's 2-4 down. She's 3-4 down, and you can see the anxiety on her face.
No question about it.
If the blisters, if that's what it is, if the foot is a problem, she certainly didn't show it on that point.
Vital point, too. Drove Gabby away from the net. A lot of running done by Steffi before that winner. She wants it.
going to force her way back in here, right here. Unless Sabatini can really produce the miraculous at the moment. Sabatini 4-3, but love 40. Well, that, for her, was approaching the miraculous.
And Sabatini, Graf and Graf. Shortened backswing. Looks like a big follow-through, but it was a short backswing.
Flatter forehand. He's done something to that. They've tinkered with that forehand.
Again, a short backswing, and the total conviction that she has to be in at net. At 30-40, a breakup, couldn't have asked for a bigger play.
Advantage Graf.
Just relearning how to win is Gabby. They're just bailing out on that shot.
Yes, no doubt, I think that was a pivotal game. Love 40, back to deuce, then another chance for Graf. And Graf's level again, but it's been an awful struggle for her.
Well earned from Steffi. She knew that having been beaten away from 3 break points, that she was still in it with a chance at deuce. Gabby bashed a forehand stupidly, and then just not moving quite so well as she needed to at that out. You can sense again the thoughtfulness of Gabby's play. Most all afternoon she's been so thoughtful, returning to her in that rally.
Very good, Sabatini, sustaining it like this. Using a lot of grey matter, forcing herself to be bold and to think positively, and most of the time succeeding.
That was a shame because Gabby had done well to be in that rally, but it got a little bit lulled on that short ball. short ball that set up the strong forehand, which Gabby then hits long there. Just a bit lulled into passiveness. The right play. And not bad movement. Gabby's been sluggish to short balls for about 5 or 6 games running now, but she was up to that one. Came under it a bit too sharply with the wrist. Popped it long. Isn't it fortunate opponents are human? You give them an error, they may just give you one right back.
Four all deuce, second set, 1 set up. That's the first time Graf's been in front in the second set. She leads 5-4 and 1 set to love, but there's about a 1/16th of an inch in it. Certainly there was on one crucial point. Always remember how Arthur Ashe in his famous Wimbledon victory sat at the change of ends with his eyes shut. People thought he was praying. I think it was much more just relaxing, but that's exactly what Graf's been doing there. She's only 4 points, in fact, from winning this and going through to the final, but in fact, it could be a mile away.
Gabby's that close to playing consistently superb.
Thank you, please. 300 balls.
Graf again isn't ready to play. Not like her. Look at this. This is not like Graf. She's the one who's always harrying the other person.
Thank you.
Concentration's been a little in and out, perhaps the foot injury.
4-5, 1 set down.
Number 15.
Juan Nunez, Dickie Dell, agent, coach, Gabriela Sabatini.
Oh, that was a setup. And again, missed by the merest fraction of an inch.
Well, it's this match toughness idea. Of course, Gabby's tough against players she's supposed to be, but she hasn't played too much top-notch tennis against players where a finishing shot can cost you the entire match.
The customer sensed something here. Perhaps Graf did too, because she played it as if it was a hot coal.
Only 69 miles an hour, that spinning, sinister stuff.
Short balls to forehand, she shouldn't miss those. She's made a career out of whopping those as hard as she can. 5-all. Pitch battle again. A gentleman in the 10th row, I don't know whether it was a gentleman, a man in the 10th row called that out 2 shots before it was.
That's the most distracting kind of thing that can happen from the crowd.
Well, it's like a telescope the way she stretched to that.
Hundred and 1 miles an hour.
Four or 5 minutes ago, Graf was very nearly there. At the moment, at 5-all in the second set, and 15-40 down, she's almost being taken to a third set.
Interesting follow-through behind her head there, Steffi, opting for spin rather than all-out pace. And that obviously the all-out pace alternative going in the opposite direction.
There's the break. Would you believe it? Sabatini goes ahead again. 6-5, second set. As a match, it's skirted excellence for a long time. It's frequently sustained it, and every now and again, you sense that it's going to be red-blooded drama. Never quite that, but here, another of those moments, because if Sabatini could get this set now, Here's where she's got to serve well. If there's any self-doubt about that serve, I suppose it will show now.
Unlock 15.
Gabby not getting many freebies on her first serve because she's opting to just get it in play around 80 miles an hour. I think that's a good play.
Unlock 30.
You never have confidence till you get confidence.
Well, as we said, that's where you're going to get the, what's it the golfers call it, the yips.
Good slice second serve, but it was too predictable for Graf.
Now, if she had had Graf's serve, really, I think it would have been one set all by now. Instead, it's a tiebreak.
15 points, tiebreak.
Of that there is little doubt. She shouldn't be totally ashamed, other than the double fault of what happened in the last game. Steffi outweighting her on a couple of points. Her serve failing her only once.
Do it too.